what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Sunday edition of TV8 Vail's Good Morning. And I'll tell you what, I'm still in my lumber Jill outfit because I'm coming off the heels of yesterday's Man of the Cliff at Nottingham Park in Avon. Oh my God, what an experience. I had the greatest time. I watched all of the Lumberjack and Lumber Jill games. That's why I'm wearing my flannel, because I'm going back again today. That's how much fun it is. Taking place starting at 10 o'clock this morning, kicking off all the fun games. Lumberjack, Lumber Jill, get your stuff ready. You can do some axe throwing, you can do some hammer tossing, archery, spear throwing, caber tossing, speed chopping, and so much more. Sign up as an individual or as a team. You don't have to be a pro. It's all for the amateur fun and experience. Taking place 10 o'clock today, the second day of the 12th annual Man of the Cliff. It's all to benefit Can Do Multiple Sclerosis. What a great cause, everybody. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon coming up, and right now in the morning, I'm just going to reflect upon the fact that Gretchen, myself, and Maddie, we can't cook. As females, it's pretty funny. None of us can. But Kevin obviously can. We're actually going to take a look during the program at Kevin and Maddie in the kitchen, which should be a lot of fun. But first, we're going to take a look at the beautiful Sunday weather.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring or fall. You're home in the Rockies that has it all, y'all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee is brewing and you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to your Sunday edition of Good Morning Vail on TV8. I'm your host, Liz. Have you ever heard that saying, it's like butter? Well, let me tell you something. It is like butter. If you want to check out this flashback from the kitchen, we have Maddie and Kevin, and he's going to show us how to make honey butter and some other special kinds of butter spreads.
It's my favorite time of the morning. Kevin is going to be cooking us all breakfast and trying to explain how to cook to me. Kevin, let's do this.
All right, first of all, what we're going to do is, who does not like butter? Everybody loves butter. So the first thing we're going to do before we get into the breakfast part of it is we're going to talk about making some flavored butter. One of my favorites is butter called casino butter. And the way you make that, we've got a little bit of white wine. We've got some, you can use parsley. I like cilantro, jalapeno, garlic, some scallions, some green onions, and then we're going to slice up some peppers. And what you do with that is we're getting our butter melted down right now so it softens up a bit. And then we've got our mini food processor, which is right here. And so we're going to pour the ingredients in there. And you don't want to blend it all the way up. You still want a little bit of texture to it. But we're going to put it in there and get that going. So, Maddie, you've got your little area set up over there.
Yep.
If you want to, give this a squeeze, and we'll get some of our lemon juice in there.
Oh, man. Oh, remember that time we made lemonade on TV using the tongs? This reminds me a lot of that.
We're not going to make ever lemonade anymore with tongs.
I know. Well, we wrecked the tongs after that segment. They got a little bit bent.
All right. If you want to put these ingredients in,
Can I minus the cilantro?
Yes, if you want to minus the cilantro. Yes. Again, you can modify the recipes to your own taste. Maddie doesn't like cilantro. And what you do with the flavored butter is kind of up to you. Some people, if they grill a steak, they'll put some butter over the top of it, like you get at a Delmonico's or a high-end steakhouse. They do that a lot. Or like what we're going to do here in a minute, we're going to make some honey butter. And with the honey butter, you can use that in a variety of ways too, which we're going to show you how to do some French toast and utilize the honey butter on that. Instead of dousing it with a ton of syrup, we'll just use the honey butter and give it some flavor.
Yum.
So, all right. Here are our little peppers. And our butter is getting softened.
Amazing.
Amazing. All right. So if you want to put that in there, and we'll get our butter ready. Here, we're going to put this in there first.
All right, I'm going to move this so we can get a better shot of it. There we go.
There we go. Okay.
All right, and then so for the honey butter, same kind of process with the butter?
Similar process. We're not going to use our food processor. We're going to go a little bit different route.
Here we go.
There you go.
Things are happening.
All right, how's it looking?
I'm going to mix it up just a little bit more. There we go.
There we go.
That's a great noise.
That actually looks pretty good.
All right, cool.
All right. So,
See,
to get it out.
There's a couple chunks in there
Couple
still.
chunks in there, but that's not a bad thing. It's usually pretty good. Now, there's a number of different ways that you can treat this when it's done. Remember when we were talking about stock one morning, we were using ice cube trays and putting it in that, which is something you could definitely do with this casino butter that we just made. Or I made some last night as well. And what I did is I took an old, like a butter top that you have on your counter, and I put the butter wrapper back in and just kind of poured it in on that so that when you're ready to do it, you can just roll it out and cut off your pieces and do it that way. Or you can use a Ziploc bag. You can put it in a Ziploc bag. But one thing we're going to do today with ours is there's some pine nuts right over there from that we had toasted up before. So you can get a container. You can nut it up a little bit. So we'll put we got our pine nuts there.
This would be really good on like a nice fresh toasted bagel.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Looks like I'm going to buy bagels after the show today for everyone for breakfast.
Yeah, if you're a fan of like a flavored cream cheese, like that garden herb cream cheese or one of the famous smears that they have at a Einstein's or something like that, this would fit right into that. And again, if you wanted to add a cheese component to this, you definitely could. But as you let this sit down,
cheese and butter, there's no better combo in this world.
It's just not a better combo. And then when you're finished, you can just set it in the refrigerator, let it set up, and it'll look similar to how this is. It'll have the same consistency. Or you can set it out before you get ready to use it, and it's softened up. But either way, at this point, when we put it in the refrigerator, if you flip it over, you've got your pine nuts in the top of it. And it's a nice presentation if you're doing a meat and cheese board or something. You've got some toast. If you've got a baguette that you're going to slice and put this on, stick it in the oven for a minute.
That would be
tremendous.
Good too.
So that is a great way. Good flavorful butter. Of course, you can go out and you can buy it, but if you've got the ingredients and you got everything at home, why go through the process?
Yeah, why not?
Make your and again, you can customize it to your tastes.
I love that.
So you love that.
We live for that. We live for Kevin's cooking in the kitchen because it does amazing things for just my cooking knowledge, really.
Amazing things. So with our honey butter, what do you think's in it?
I'm going to just take a wild guess here.
Okay, we'll see.
Solid ingredients, honey and butter.
Wow.
Genius.
Amazing, amazing, Maddie. So you get a good quality honey. And then you soften your butter down, which is what we just did.
Something that I love about you, Kevin, is that you have your own honeybees.
I do have my own honeybees. I've got 2 hives of honeybees. They're
Yeah.
probably getting ready to slow down a little bit for the winter, but they're out in Eagle. It's a little warmer out there, so
It is a little bit warmer out
check
there.
on them, bundle them up for the winter, and let them hibernate. So we'll have to do some B-roll of that sometime.
Yeah, it's scary. I've done it with you before, and it's
Yeah.
scary.
So our ingredients, honey butter,
Mm-hmm.
obviously, and you put it in and you just mix it up, and it's that consistency. It's still a really nice
Yum.
consistency. Now, you can put it in the refrigerator. You can do the same thing. You can lay it out, roll it up in a Ziploc bag so you've got a log and you can cut and put it on things. But exactly the same kind of process that we did there. Didn't need the food processor. It's a lot more simple. So that's our consistency. Here, why don't you try some of this? Try this one first, though.
Okay. Am I just gonna straight up eat butter right now?
Just a little bit. It's not like
Paula Dean would be so proud of me.
she would be.
That's good.
It is. It's got a really, really good flavor to it. Now try the honey butter.
Okay. I love just trying butter in the morning.
Yeah.
That's good, but your honey is so good.
Yeah. So, yeah, fresh honey is the best. But,
Yeah.
so we talk about making it to your taste, even with the honey butter, if you want to add some cinnamon, if you want to slice up some almonds and put some almonds in it, again, a little more texture, a little different flavor. But it's so cool because you can play around with it and put all the things you like in it, and it's very unique and offers a whole different dynamic to the meal that you're serving.
Which we love that. We love the different
Yeah.
dynamics to the meals that you're serving. All right, Kevin, I think we need to take a break.
'Kay.
And then come back and make some French toast.
We will do some French toast.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
I'm having such a great time watching Maddie and Kevin in the kitchen for this amazing flashback. My 2 favorite goofballs now are going to show us a really cool recycled twist on French toast.
Welcome back to Kevin in the Kitchen. My lovely assistant Maddie is running out to get a spatula to work with. So we made some casino butter early, and then we did our honey butter. And now what we're gonna do is do a little bit of a French toast flair, but we're gonna do it a little bit differently.
Okay.
So Maddie, why don't you get our base mitt ready for our French toast to dip it in before we put it on. And I'll get this thing warmed up.
I love cracking eggs.
So what we're going to do with our French toast is it's the end of grill season. We're really not out grilling anymore. So if you've got things left over, like old hamburger buns, for example, not old, but that you're not going to use, you can trim the ends of the hamburger buns off and make like little round pieces of bread for your French toast. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. So as Maddie gets everything ready, I'll get the bread out.
I really hate the texture of things on my hands. And I just made a really gross face on camera because I had egg on my hand.
Oh,
Yeah.
now you got egg on your face.
Yay. Is that good?
Yep.
Do you want more?
Nope.
Okay. Perfect.
Perfecto.
Now we'll just get a little bit of sugar in this combination of mine.
Sugar.
When I said a little, I mean a lot of sugar.
And then get our cinnamon in there.
Okay. This makes me think of my mom
Why is that, Maddie?
because she makes the best French toast.
Oh,
Yeah. Why is that?
I was just wondering why cinnamon reminded you of your mama.
Wow, look how fancy this is. This is so much better than me doing it with a fork.
Yeah. Now, one thing you can do too is when you come up with this, like if you're mixing something, you kind of raise it up, and it'll fling things off, and then you don't have as much hanging off when you put it down.
A splatter. Wow, look at all these great tips that I'm learning in the kitchen.
All right, so you're ready to go. How's the cinnamon content in there?
It looks good, smells good.
Smells good, looks good. That's what counts. All right, so go ahead and start by dipping one of your pieces in there.
Are you making me do this part because you know I don't like textures on my hands?
I know it.
You're so mean to me. Okay.
Dip. Dip. And then pan.
Maybe it needs more cinnamon and sugar. What do you say?
Yeah, I think we're all right.
Oh man,
It's gonna be okay.
The texture thing in my world, Kevin. It's just not something I've ever been good at. Well, it's like when I make my Oreo truffles, because you know how I like to bake.
I know how you love to bake.
When I make those Oreo truffles, I have to put my hands right in it, and I'm always like, oh no. I should make those sometime.
That would be a good one
Yeah.
to make on air.
I'm just gonna keep squeezing these in here.
Okay.
Because once I wash my hand, I'm not putting it back in this. All right, now you just wait for the perfect texture, consistency, flip them.
Yep. I want to see them just start to get a little brown. There's a spot for you.
All right.
And then you can always top it with a little more cinnamon
and sugar.
So if you do a little cinnamon sugar mix like we do the salt and pepper, you can kind of sprinkle it on top.
I think we should do that. I think we should make a little cinnamon sugar mix and then sprinkle it on top with the honey butter.
We can do that.
It'll be so yummy. Oh man, and here we are making French toast in the morning.
There you go.
Thank
Go ahead
you.
and put a little cinnamon and a little sugar in there. You need a towel?
Yeah, I do.
There you go.
Thank you. Wow, you're so professional. I love it. Your cooking skills are through the roof. That's how you're supposed to do it, right? Just drop
This
things?
smells good though. I think you've done a nice job on the
Thank you. The ratio.
ratio.
Have you ever been to West Side in Westvale?
Yes, I have.
They make Captain Crunch French toast.
Mm. All right, give it a little pinch.
I feel like this is the appropriate mixing technique here.
That is just the swirl.
Just the swirl.
Matty swirl.
It's like when you buy an iced coffee and you got to swirl it around a lot.
Why is that?
So you can mix it up.
Oh.
Silly goose.
Now this could be the point too where we add a little bit of our honey butter.
Let that just marinate in there.
Get it on there while it's nice and hot.
Yum.
Look at that.
These are looking good. They're smelling good. I feel like we need to go through the rest of this stack now,
Okay,
too.
let's get them ready.
All right.
'Cause these are done.
I'm not putting my hand in here until I absolutely have to, Kev, so. Yum. Cooking in the Kevin, cooking in the kitchen, cooking in the Kevin with
Cooking in the
kitchen.
Kevin with the kitchen.
Cooking in the kitchen with Kevin has become one of my new favorite segments here on Good Morning Vail. We always get good food.
We do.
I learned so much.
And remember, these are hamburger buns that we're using.
We're recycling
We are just maximizing our efficiencies.
from the summertime recycling. Oh, we might be out of this egg combo.
We'll see. You're going to be stretching it close.
That texture on my hand is
Right there.
not great. We got it. We got it. All right. That
Okay.
last piece of bread is going to be sad and lonely and not
All right.
recycled.
It's all right.
Okay.
Okay.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Breakfast for the whole crew.
That's right. If you want to give these some sprinkles of your
Oh yeah, my
fairy
combination.
dust.
I love that. Everything can be fairy dust if you just believe in yourself. It's like every pizza is a personal pizza if you just believe.
I don't even know what that means.
You can order a large and say it's a personal sized pizza if you just believe in yourself to eat it all. All right,
Nice job.
look at me learning how to cook on live television. My mom's going to be so proud.
She is going to be so proud. You're going to have to make these for your brothers when you go to Utah.
I know. Well, they're such picky eaters, though. They'll
love this.
Every morning they're like, Mom, we just want eggy burritos. And that's all they eat, literally. It's everything. That, pizza, and cheeseburgers.
Yeah. It's a good combination.
Yeah.
So see, we get away from a lot of the high fructose syrup by doing it this way. But still, you know, something that's good. And again, for kids that are picky eaters, this is something fun, something different. I've seen people make, we could do it like we talked about, these were hamburger patties. If you wanted to grill up, and I know you don't need sausage except for maybe a turkey or a vegetarian sausage, you could almost make your own sandwich with the French toast, put sausage and another piece of French toast, and you're good to go.
Yum.
So again, a lot of different variations, and it's fun. Just be creative in the kitchen, do stuff that you like.
I feel like we should try it.
Do you want to try one?
I do. I'm very interested in how this honey butter tastes as syrup. Thank you. That's good.
That turned out great.
Your honey is so unique because it's still kind of chunky from being so fresh from the hive that it gives it that like crystallized sugar crunch.
Yeah, and also in my honey too, since I don't really strain a lot of it out, there's still a little bit of comb, still a little bit of the actual honeycomb itself in there, so there's a little added texture.
Which is
But it's good for you.
amazing. All right, well, I think we should take a short break, and then when we come back from the break, you're going to be talking to one of the school board candidates, and I'm going to sit here and eat. It's going to be
Sounds like a
great.
plan.
We'll be right back with more Good Morning Vail right after this break.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring or fall, you're home in the rocket that has it all, y'all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee is brewing and you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
When we think libraries, we only think books, but that is not the case here at the Eagle Valley Library District, as they are the emporium of possibilities. And oh man, do we have possibilities behind us. And we've got Tegan Davis to walk us through all of the fun things.
Yeah.
Tegan, thank you so much for meeting us.
Oh, thanks for coming and exploring with us. We appreciate that.
Exploring is the perfect word, especially because everything that's around us, you can take on an adventure.
You can, and hopefully adventures will be had with these. So that's what we wanted to supply. We have an outdoors community, so we wanted to have some materials to get people outside and enjoy their hobbies.
And so starting kind of on the far end, we've got some nice trekking poles. If you just need that little bit of support, you don't want to buy them, maybe you just need them for one solid 14er.
Right.
This is the place to come.
Or you want to test them out before you commit, or you have some guests or family coming in, and this is a good way to get them on the hill, and it does reduce the impact on your knees especially. So I highly recommend trekking poles.
And it's so nice. All you have to do is get a library card and you can come in and take any of the fun stuff that we're going to talk about. Okay, so next.
Okay, adventure pack. So you got your children, your family, you're out in Sylvan Lake. There's bugs. You can collect them. You can look at them. You can work on your orientation skills. We've got all sorts of goodies in here. And this bag is actually curated by Walking Mountains. And then we partnered with them they curated the bag and then we check it out so that you can get some nature education as you're out and about with your family. There's all sorts of fun things. This one's my favorite, cup the bug, and then you can really look at it. So magnifying glass. There's just all sorts of fun, amazing things in this pack.
Are you bold enough to just cup the bug? I would have to do it on the ground.
Most likely on the grounds.
Yeah.
I had one when I was little and I got a bee and I was very afraid to let go of the bee.
Right. You were like, it's going to be angry when it comes.
And then new to the collection of our library things, we have disc golf. So there are courses within the valley. And so if you're new to the sport and you want to try it, we have the disc for you. Give it a whirl, have a good time outside. And then we also have bocce ball. So if you got some bunch of friends, again, if you don't want to commit, you just want to try it, we have a set for you to check out at the library.
Or if you're just doing like a weekend barbecue and you just need that little bit of yard entertainment, this is the place to come because you guys have everything.
We're working on it, and so this is part of Library of Things, and so we are in collection of things for people to check out.
All right, we're just going to keep going because there's so many objects around me, I feel like we have to get through them all.
Good. So what you're holding right now is a solar powered light that you can use camping, and you can hook up your phone and it will charge it for you so that you can be out and about on the mountains and not worry about your phone dying.
Or the battery pack dying because it's solar. Amazing. We love when things are good for the environment.
Exactly.
All right, I'm going to grab this lovely red bag and bring it right over here for you to talk all about.
Okay, so this was a partnership with Colorado Parks and Wildlife, and this is the State Park Pass. There's 42 state parks that you can travel to. You can come to the library, check out a state park pass for 7 days, and visit the park for free. In the bag, of course, includes some, some guidebooks, flora, fauna, so you know what you're looking at. But yeah, it's a great thing to take along and explore Colorado with.
The adventure pack and
Pairs nicely.
so nicely because then you can be looking at flora, fauna under the little cupping microscope and really just get your education on.
Get immersed into our wildlife and into our atmosphere of Colorado.
And then maybe you're missing some camping gear. As summer approaches, you're like, oh man, we're 2 chairs short for this camping trip.
Or you have someone tagging along that you weren't expecting. We do have camping chairs. So you can check out a camping chair, or if you want to go and you want to see the live concerts here in Avon and you forgot all your gear and you didn't schlep it over, come to the library with your library card and you can check out some stuff.
It's so easy, and I think people don't understand the possibilities that come from being a card holder at the library here with the Eagle Valley Library District. You guys not only have so many opportunities for great products to check out, but you also have so many great programs people can participate in as well.
We do, and so this summer we have our summer learning program for all ages, so you can win prizes for reading. So we're trying to make it fun all summer long, as well as free programs for kids all the way up to adults. So kids, teens, adults, stop on by, get your reading log, earn prizes for reading, and have a good time this summer at the libraries.
And then let's just talk about the process of getting a library card because I just got mine and it took all of 5 minutes.
You just need to come in with photo ID. It can be your driver's license, it could be your ski pass, your gym pass, anything with your picture on, and you will walk out the door with a library card. We try to make it so simple.
It's that simple for people to have access to all of these great items and all of these things that you may want to have throughout the summer.
Exactly, for free. So come on in, get your library card, and you can check all this out for free and have a good time.
Tegan, thank you so much for taking the time and walking us through all of the possibilities here at the library. It always blows my mind what you guys have to offer.
Well, thank you for coming in and exploring with me.
We're going to take a short break. I'm going to take this adventure pack. We're going to go look at some bugs, and then we'll come back with more of the show.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
I've done a lot of interviews in my life, but nothing was more special than an interview I had this week with Becca from the Vail Police Department and her very special sidekick, Echo. Let's take a look and see this beautiful creature in action. to protect and serve. Not only do we have amazing humans for our response teams here in Eagle County, but this beautiful beast next to me, this is Echo. She's been with Eagle County since 2018. She has just recently joined the Vail Police Department, and I am so happy to have Becca with me and Echo today. Becca, let's introduce Echo to the world.
Absolutely. So I'm Officer Becca Anderson with the Vail Police Department, and this is my canine partner, Echo. And she is an almost 5 years old German Shepherd. She came over from Frankfurt, Germany back in 2018. You can tell she loves her treats, and she is trained to do narcotics detection, human tracking, and find human articles. So any evidence or articles that have human odor on them, she can sniff out with her nose.
That is remarkable. How long does it take to take a pooch like Echo and get them fully trained to be a police officer?
So she came over from Frankfurt with the intention of being a police officer, and we were actually down in Colorado Springs for about 6 weeks where we learned how to be a police canine team. So she had very basic commands over in Germany. She knew how to sit, she knew how to lay down. So all those commands of hers are in German. And then when she came here, we taught her the police work. So how to find the specific narcotics that she finds, and also how to track a human and find those articles. And it's all based on rewards, getting a toy at the end of it. So,
well, that is amazing. So if we have a skier that may be lost or a hiker, this is where Echo comes into play, and she can find that. Or if we have a perpetrator on the loose, she will go and track them and find them
She's
as well.
going to be more used for the perpetrator, so the immediate person that runs away from us. You know, we're very fortunate to have Vail Mountain Rescue here with their trained dogs. So they're the folks that are going to be up on the mountain and the hikers. She's more of a, you know, within an hour that someone has left, she tracks the disturbance on the ground versus, you know, here's the smell of somebody, let's go find it. That's what those great search and rescue dogs do.
We needed you when all the bicycles were getting stolen this summer. That's right.
We're still working on those cases very hard.
Are you
so
really?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, they're very
Echo.
expensive, so that's wonderful. So now Echo goes with you. Does she drive around with you? What is your bond like?
So she actually lives with me. We work together. So we're pretty much together 24/7, 365. So every time we go to work, we have a special car that's designed with a canine kennel in the back. Full temperature control for all those that are worried about the heat in the summer. Her car actually has temperature sensors in it. If it gets too hot, alarms go off, windows roll down, that sort of thing. So we work our 11.5 to 12-hour day, then she comes home and she gets to just be a pet and hang out and do all those great things that dogs do.
Well, you can see she's a great pet. She's got a beautiful personality, and her energy is just wonderful. I just want to reach in and smooth her little face. So how long has she been with you here at the Vail Police Department now?
So I joined the Vail Police Department in April, and she joined us at the end of May. But she and I have been a canine team since November of 2018. So we're just about to celebrate our 4 years together as a canine team, and then her 5th birthday is coming up as well.
That is amazing. Happy birthday, baby girl. So give me one big bust that she's done. I want to hear.
You know, one of her very best busts, we were down in Eagle. We had a vehicle pursuit. And it was something that actually started in Utah. Utah Highway Patrol had chased a vehicle. They had to drop the chase at the state line. Colorado State Patrol picked it up. It made it all the way to Eagle, Colorado, where the suspect ran out of gas. And so once he ran out of gas, the driver and passenger fled. They were quickly captured because we knew the area obviously way better than they did. We took Echo out right after that, and she did an article search, we call it. So she was able to find a grocery store bag that basically had a bunch of ecstasy pills in it. And we were able to, because of her track on where the suspect had went, we were able to link that to those 2 suspects, and it was added to their charges. So she actually won a national award for that from a police dog agency that we belong to. So.
Good job, girl. You're amazing. You know it, too. Echo is just one of the newest members of the Vail Police Department, and I want to welcome you. How do you love it here in our beautiful community?
It's been great. I've lived in Eagle County since the year 2000, so I'm very familiar with the area, and I'm really enjoying having the opportunity to patrol up in Vail.
That's really incredible. So you have already been here, so you've acclimated to everything. You're just now one of our wonderful first responders, and we love you for that, and we thank you for your service. And this beautiful dog is just going to do great things.
Absolutely.
If somebody wanted to take a dog and get them into this business, how long does it take? And do they start from puppies? Do they start from tiny little puppies?
Yeah, so Canine Echo was bred in Germany to be a police dog. So,
Okay.
Based on her lines and that sort of thing, that's how she got started in it. There's a lot of agencies that pull from rescues and pull from local kennels, and it all is about the dog's drive and what the dog is willing to do, how they're willing to work, and just have that focus. So, I would reach out to any of the police dog trainers in the area. We actually have a couple here in Eagle County as well as across the state. So those are the folks you'd want to reach out to if you think your dog might be a good police dog.
And I think it's eagerness to please is their drive. Is that correct?
That's a big part of it. And she will work past exhaustion just to be able to get her reward and find what she's looking for. So it's a pretty incredible thing.
She's so stunning. Sitting with you, if you've ever seen Turner and Hooch or just the most recent movie, Dog, we were talking about.
Yes.
Yes, this beautiful officer and I were talking about sobbing during that movie, so we were all touched by that.
Absolutely.
But this is a real life police dog that just does everything to protect our community and catch the criminals and do all sorts of great things. How many canine units do you have here at the Vail Police Department?
So Canine Echo is the only police dog up in Vail, and then we have one additional dog that works for the Eagle County Sheriff's Office still.
Wow, you're the main deal, Echo.
Yes, she gets a lot of pets and a lot of spoiling being the only dog up in Vail.
And how old do the dogs get before they retire?
Typically, they'll work until they're about 7 or 8 years old. Now, our dogs here in Eagle County are not trained as apprehension dogs, so they're not the dogs that chase people down and bite them and do that. So that's a little bit less stress on their joints. So hopefully she'll be able to even work a little bit longer than that. So
she's mostly hunting down the articles and, adding to charges when people are doing bad things.
Using that sniffer for sure.
That's great. So everybody out there, remember, now we have Echo on the beat right here, and she's an amazing dog. And Becca, I'm really excited for you as well. And how long have you been training for police officer work?
I've been a police officer for 17 years.
Nice.
I actually started back in 2002 as a Vail dispatcher up in the communications center answering 911 calls, and then transitioned to work with the Eagle County Sheriff's Office for the past 16 years, and now came over to Vail PD.
That's amazing. You can have a career as an officer also here in Eagle County. And how do people reach out to you guys if they need any assistance or non-emergency help?
Yep, so obviously emergencies, we always want to dial 911 right away if it's anything that you think is a critical situation. Otherwise, Vail Dispatch Center can be reached at 970-479-2200. Press 0 to get to dispatch, and obviously 24/7, 365, we have people in there.
Thank you so much. I thank you for your service, Becca.
Thank
you, Miss Beautiful Echo, we thank you for your service. Welcome to the Vail Valley, everybody. This is Becca and Echo from the Vail Police Department, taking care of all of us here in the community.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
We have so many events here, indoor and outdoor. There's one that we have that's year-round fun. You have to check it out. I have been to this place and it's so fun and exciting. Let's take a look at the Vail Escape Room right here in Avon.
If you're looking for something family-friendly to do this weekend, well, the escape room here in Vail is the perfect solution, and we're here with Zach. Zach, thank you so much for meeting us.
Yeah, no problem.
This is a really fun way to maybe, 1, beat the heat, always, but 2, we're expecting some precipitation in the forecast, and so this is a great way to maybe be inside but go on an adventure.
Yeah, no, it's a fully encompassing indoor adventure that's great to get out of the weather, the elements. Fully air conditioning, cleaned, and it's always guaranteed private, so you know your group's going to have a really good time and not be kind of mixed up and pushed in with other people.
Which that makes it really fun, because then if you've got a big family, like I'm one of 6 children, so when we do things, it's good to know that we're not going to be overwhelming everyone else with our very large presence that we have.
No, for sure, and we're a really popular activity for families, kind of get-togethers of friends, work parties and stuff like that. But yeah, family reunions are very, very popular. We see them all the time, and usually everyone ends up having a great time, very, very memorable. And we even give the group a photo to take home at the end, so Grandma and Grandpa can have something to remember their experience with their kids and everything.
Which, I mean, we have this great map behind us, and it says, "Where are you from?" And then you can see where all of the pins have been placed from all of the people that have come here, visited our wonderful community, but then come and participated.
Yeah, no, we're super lucky to be in a resort area like this because we get customers and guests from all over the country and all over the world, really. So we get a really good mix of different demographics and different kind of personalities. And so far, it's just been an alarming success over the last 5 or 6 years that we've been having people come in.
Which, it's really fun. I've done it before. I made it out with a minute to spare. And I was like, if I get locked in here, I'm gonna freak out, which I know that's not what happens, but I'd never done one before this experience. And so you guys have a couple of options. You've got an easy level, then you've got a medium one, and you're working on your third one right now.
Yeah, so we have a beginner, intermediate, and advanced room. Right now, our intermediate and our advanced are open. Our beginner room, we're finishing up a remodel. It's going to be opening next month, so check back for details. But it's completely new and it'll be super fun. Right now, though, the intermediate adventure is more of a secret agent kind of thing to save the world, and our advanced is kind of a treasure hunt where you're trying to find some treasure and get out of a lost gold mine. So they're all super fun, designed to be family friendly, to be interactive for the whole group so that not just one person's taking the reins, everybody gets to work together and everybody gets to create a memorable experience.
Which the challenging part is finding all of the little details, and that's the part that's really fun, and that's why when you do it with a big group of people, sometimes it makes it really easy, and sometimes it makes it so challenging because everyone thinks that they have the winning answer.
Yeah, I mean, we can definitely get some scenarios with too many cooks in the kitchen, right? But for the most part, everything's kind of designed to kind of keep people in a streamline. And, then we have our game masters or mission control that can always chime in and just make sure that the whole group's having a great time and the experience is confluent and a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun, and you guys have some really cool features in each room as I've gotten to explore them a little bit and kind of work my way through them, see all the cool features, and you guys have spent a lot of time bringing these together, and I can only imagine the engineering that goes into each and every detail that you guys produce for these incredible rooms.
Yeah, no, we have a lot of fun coming up with them, and all of our designs are tailored to the local area. For example, our beginner room is Save the Mountain Adventure, where you're working to save Beaver Creek from being strip mined, kind of a fun, goofy theme. And then our intermediate's a secret agent adventure, where you're trying to stop an evil scientist from blowing up the world from his laboratory in the abandoned Gilman mine, for example. And the Marble Mountain Mystery is our advanced adventure, which takes on an old lost gold mine, which is supposedly located in Estes Park, but nobody really knows.
It's a lost gold mine, and so it's actually just right here where you can come, you can explore, you can adventure on. And so if people are interested in doing this, is it better that they call ahead and make a reservation?
Yeah, we do recommend that people call ahead or go online to our website to see what our availability is. Because everything is guaranteed private and we don't mix groups, we need to have a reservation ahead of time just so that we can guarantee that space and there's no conflicts.
Which makes it nice and convenient, and that way you know that you're getting the room that you want, first of all, and second of all, that way your entire group just gets to have your entire group, which is a ton of fun. And so if people are interested, what's the website for them to go to?
They can check us out on vailvalleyescaperoom.com. And we have a full list of our adventures, pictures of the rooms, descriptions of the stories, pricing, and participation limits.
And then, of course, where are you guys located, and what's the easiest place for people to park if they're coming to enjoy the adventure?
So we're located right here in Avon, Colorado, across from the Christie Lodge and above the Beaver Liquor Store. And we have parking right here at the facility, so feel free to use that.
Which makes it so nice and convenient. That's something that's always a struggle here in our community, is making sure that you can park where you want to be. And so how wonderful is that? What are your hours of operation?
So we're open every day from 1:30, and then we start our last adventure at 7:30, and we start sessions every 2 hours. So definitely have a lot of availability and a lot of chances to get your group in here.
And as someone who has created these fabulous escape rooms, what inspired you to bring this to our community?
I mean, the first time I did one, it just really clicked as a great thing that our community could use. So as an indoor way to get the family out of the snow and not have to go to dinner or to a bar if that's not really what your group's into. So it just seemed like it really fit really well with kind of another indoor activity like bowling alleys or arcades. And we were very stoked and very happy to be the first in the valley.
Zach, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us, give us all this great information, and thanks for what you do here in our community. You definitely are a great resource, especially during that time where maybe it's raining or it's like 100 degrees outside and you just need that nice air conditioning and a good place to go on an indoor adventure.
Yeah, no, we love accommodating our guests. We love what we do, and please come in and see us.
Make sure that you come out and you check out the Vail Valley Escape Room. It's a ton of fun. There's so many great options, and you can bring everyone in the family because it's so family friendly, and you need all of the attention to detail you can get to solve these. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring or fall, you're home in the rocket that has it all, y'all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee is brewing and you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Thank you so much for tuning in for your Sunday morning edition of Good Morning Vail on TV8. As your host, I've just had a wonderful morning, and don't forget to get on out there. Avon, Nottingham Park, today is the last day of the 12th annual Man of the Cliff, all sponsoring to help Can Do Multiple Sclerosis. All of the wonderful games, that's why I'm in my Lumber Jill outfit, my little braid. I am so stoked and ready. I look the part. I might not be able to play the part super great, but I'm going to go check it out. All the archery and all the fun Lumberjack and Lumber Jill games taking place. Kicking off at 10 o'clock. It's the last day, so make sure you get on out there to the 12th annual Man of the Cliff. We have such a great week in store for you guys. I'm really excited. All the great guests that we have for you, bringing in all week long to let you know what's going on in the community, bring you to light on all the really wonderful things, whether it's a fundraiser, a social event, a musical event. We're here to give you all of the great information. Myself, Maddie, Gretchen, and Kevin, we're all here to give you a great morning's experience to take you through a journey of what's going on in our beautiful community. We are TV8 Vail, Good Morning Vail, and we are loving to be here with you guys. Thanks for tuning in on a beautiful Sunday morning. Expect a great week filled with shows, weather, sports, and so much more. Taking care of you, we are TV8 Vail.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. You're home in the Rockies.